Good morning, students. How are you? Hope all are fit and fine. Welcome to virtual class. Today, I am going to tell you more about verbs. In my previous videos, I taught you about the difference between main verbs and auxiliary verbs. Okay? Verbs are actually broadly divided into two more parts, that is finite verbs and non-finite verbs. And these non-finite verbs are also divided into gerund, participle and infinitive. Isn't it? Where verbs are divided into finite and non-finite. Non-finite verbs are also divided into three parts: gerund, participle and infinitive. First of all, let us learn what are finite verbs. Okay? Let us come to know about finite verbs. What are finite verbs? A finite verb agrees with its subject and shows tense. It means finite verbs are those verbs which tells us about the tense कि कौन सा tense है subject में, and it also uh, shows the subject. It also works according to the subject. कि if the subject is a plural, then verb will be into the plural. If the subject is singular, it will be also in plural. It means finite verbs works according to the subject and it shows the tense. Let us make it clear through this example. Just see this example. My sister went to school to become a doctor. In this sentence, my sister is in singular number. Okay. So, and went is showing that it is in past tense. So that's why it is finite verb, because it is showing the tense. और finite verb का काम क्या होता है? Tense को show करना, shows tense. So it means went show कर रहा है tense को, so that's why it is finite verb. Now come to the next verb. Went to school to become a doctor. अब ये become देखिए, अगर यहाँ पे हम goes करते हैं यानी कि present tense, my sister goes to school to become a doctor, यानी कि इस verb पे कोई effect नहीं होगा. There will be no effect on this verb to become. It means finite verbs work according to the tense, but the non-finite verbs do not work according to the tense. Let me make it more clear through these examples. See, he swims there 3 times a week. इसमें कौन सी main verb है? There is only a verb swims, that means it is main verb. Okay? Finite verbs आपका main verb का काम करती हैं. He swims 3 times a week. If हम यहाँ पे he की जगह they लगा दें यानी कि plural chain लगा दें तो sentence बनेगा they swim. It means हमारी verb subject के according change हो रही है. If the subject is singular, it will be swims. If the subject is plural, it will be swim. It means finite verbs change according to the subject. यहाँ ऊपर लिखा हुआ है ना, agrees with its subject. Subject is singular, it will be swims. Subject is plural, it will be swim. Now come to the next sentence. I cooked dinner last Thursday. It means cooked is showing that it is the past tense. And what is the work of the finite verb? It shows tense. In this sentence, I cooked is showing it is the work has done in the last Thursday. Just come to the next sentence. I cook. Here I change the tense. So it means cook is showing here present tense. Here cooked is showing past tense. So I cook, it is a finite verb. They swim, finite verb, because they are changing according to the subject, changing according to the tense. Now come to the third sentence. Swana is a teacher. इसमें कितनी वर्ब है? How many verbs? Only one verb. और जब one verb होती है तो then it is the main verb. ये main verb है. It means finite verbs works as a main verb. हमने यहाँ पर is लगाया because Swana is a singular number. आपको मैंने बताया था ना that finite verbs agrees according to the subject, agrees according to the time and agrees according to the person. यहाँ पे Swana is a singular person, so that's why verb is in singular. If we change the subject, we change this subject Swana into plural. So what will be the verb? हमने स्वाना की जगह लगाया ऑल, यानी प्लूरल कर दिया, तो ऑल के साथ हमारी वर्ब आएगी आर. इट मीन्स it is a finite verb because it is changed according to the subject. Subject all हुआ तो it will be are. Subject swana यानी singular हुआ तो it is, isn't it? Now come to the third example. Apple is of red color. Apple is a singular number, so the verb is in singular number. Now come to the next sentence. Apples are of red color. Now the subject is plural. It means verb is plural. That is finite verb. These examples shows that finite verbs agrees with its subject and shows tense. In this sentence देखिए is show कर रहा है हमारा tense, present tense है. Also showing that subject is singular. अगर हमारा यहाँ पर सिंगुलर एप्पल है तभी तो इज आया, यहाँ पे एप्पल्स हुआ, चेंज कर लिया उसने अपना फॉर्म, इट इज आर. ओके, नाउ कम टू द नेक्स्ट एग्जांपल. वी हैड अ केमिस्ट्री लेसन यस्टरडे. इट मींस had is showing the past tense, past perfect tense, isn't it? Now it is the work of finite verb. That finite verbs agrees with its subjects and shows tense. देखिए had आपको मालूम है that it is used for the singular number and the plural number, but यहाँ पे ये use हुआ है as a past tense had, because singular plural का तो फर्क नहीं पड़ सका, लेकिन had show कर रहा है that it is past tense. Clear? Now come to the last example of finite verb. Our study group worked really late last night. Last night आ रहा है past tense, ठीक है, और verb हमारी worked past tense, so it means it is finite verb. All these red marked verb are in past are finite verb because they are changing according to the subject, changing according to the tense, changing according to the person, changing according to the subject, isn't it? Now come to the next. Yes, let us come to know about non-finite verbs. What are non-finite verbs? Non-finite verbs are just opposite of finite verbs. जैसे day का night, ऐसे finite, non-finite. They are the forms of verb which function as nouns, adjectives and adverbs. Non-finite वर्ब करती है noun का, adjectives का और adverb का, जबकि आपकी finite verb काम करती है only verbs का. Okay, they work as verb, बल्कि non-finite do not work as verb, they work as noun, adjective and adverb. Okay, now second, they have no predicate of their own. इनका कोई predicate नहीं होता, ये अपने आप में complete होती हैं. Now third, they are not limited by the number and person. In my previous slide अभी आपको बताया था मैंने that finite verbs changes according to the subject, person and the tense, but non-finite verbs do not change according to the number, person and the tense. ये चाहे past tense में subject tense हो तो भी ऐसी रहती है, subject he, she हो, singular हो, plural हो, इन पे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, they remain same. थर्ड देखिए, दे हैव नो सब्जेक्ट, नो टेंस एंड नो मॉडल्स. इनका कोई सब्जेक्ट नहीं, कोई टेंस नहीं, ये सिर्फ अपने आप में कंप्लीट होती है, इन पर कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. आपका सब्जेक्ट सिंगुलर है, आपका टेंस चाहे पास्ट है, बट दे रिमेन सेम. आप जस्ट लेट मी क्लियर थ्रू दीज एग्जांपल्स. आप देखिए, ही लाइक्स, आप पहले इधर देखिए, ही लाइक्स. नॉन सेकेंड सेंटेंस में यू लाइक, थर्ड में शी लाइक. इनमें तीनों में हमारा सब्जेक्ट चेंज है. सब्जेक्ट इज हियर ही, अनदर यू, देन शी, बट द वर्ब्स आर डिफरेंट. ही के साथ likes because he is similar number, showing the tense, present tense. You like, you is plural number, tense is present tense, यहाँ पे like हुआ. Now third sentence, she is the subject, तो tense हमारा word हुआ like, it is showing the tense. It means he likes, you like and she liked me. All the words ये जो likes हैं, they are the finite verb because they are changes their form according to the subject. Okay, he के साथ like से, अगर यहाँ पे he के जगह हम लगा दे they, तो क्या हो जाएगा like. It means This is the function of the finite verb which changes their form according to the subject. यहाँ तक clear हुआ? Now come to the next part of the sentence. Drawing portrait. First sentence में drawing portrait, second में drawing portrait, थर्ड में ड्राइंग पोर्ट्रेट, यानी तीनों सेंटेंस में हमने ड्राइंग पोर्ट्रेट लिया है. नो चेंज इन ड्राइंग वर्ड, ओनली चेंजिंग इन फाइनाइट वर्ब्स. ये हमारी ड्राइंग हमारी नॉन फाइनाइट है, दे रिमेन्स द सेम. उन पर ही है, नो इफेक्ट. यू है, नो इफेक्ट. शी है, नो इफेक्ट. टेंस है, नो इफेक्ट. लाइक, नो इफेक्ट. लाइक, नो इफेक्ट, यानी no effect of tense and the subject. Okay, now how they are non-finite verbs? Just see. अब ये non-finite verb कैसे हुई? क्योंकि drawing तो हमारा action होता है, drawing हम करते हैं, वो action होता है, आपने पढ़ा ये चीज. लेकिन ये non-finite है because they are modifying the word portrait. Portrait is a noun. ये portrait को modify कर रही है. कैसा portrait? Drawing already जो बना हुआ है portrait, उसको like कर रही है. He likes drawing portrait. जो portrait already बना हुआ ना, उसको like करता है ये. यानी portrait की क्या quality है? That is already drawn. वो बन चुका है, बना हुआ है. तो it means these are not finite verbs. These are not action verbs. These are adjective. They are working as an adjective. अब जब कोई adjective में कोई भी verb जो adjective का काम करती है, that is non-finite verb, isn't it? Now come to the last example. He wants to play rugby. इधर देखिए, he is singular number, wants is according to the subject he. It means wants is over here finite verb. अब to play again non-finite. check करते हैं कैसे. हम यहाँ पर ऐसे करते हैं, he की जगह they लगा देते हैं, singular की जगह they हमारी तुरंत फाइनाइट वर्ब चेंज आएगी. दे वांट टू प्ले रग्बी, यानी कि टू प्ले तब भी ऐसे ही रहेगा. नो चेंज इन टू प्ले. चाहे यहाँ पे चलो हम वांटेड लगाते हैं, ही वांटेड टू प्ले, नो इफेक्ट ऑन टू प्ले. इट मींस व्हेन देयर इज नो इफेक्ट ऑन द there is no effect on the non finite verb, whether the subject is singular, whether the tense is in past tense, isn't it? These are non-finite verbs. They remain same. Okay. Now just see the difference between finite and non-finite verbs. It will be clear through this chart. Okay. Finite verbs act as a verb. वे verb का काम करती है. देखिए, they got home very late last night. Here got is the main verb. Okay. फाइन. अब यहाँ पे हम देख गॉड क्या शो कर रहा है? टेंस शो कर रहा है. इट मीन इट इज फाइनाइट वर्ब. दिस इज द फंक्शन ऑफ फाइनाइट वर्ब बिकॉज दे एग्री विद द टेंस. नाउ कम टू द नॉन फाइनाइट वर्ब. डू नॉट एक्ट एज ए वर्ब. सेलिंग इज माई फेवरेट स्पोर्ट. हियर सेलिंग इज नॉट चेंजिंग इट्स फॉर्म अकॉर्डिंग टू द सब्जेक्ट. हियर सेलिंग वर्क कर रहा है सब्जेक्ट का, तो यानी कि ये वर्ब का काम नहीं करती है. नॉन फाइनाइट वर्ब्स डू नॉट एक्ट एज ए वर्ब. यहाँ पे जो सेलिंग वर्ड है, इट इज वर्किंग एज एन सब्जेक्ट. नाउ कम द नेक्स्ट सेंटेंस. एक्ट एज अ मेन वर्ब ऑफ ए क्लॉज. दे वर्क एज ए मेन वर्ब. मेन वर्ब का काम करती है फाइनाइट वर्ब. देखिए, आई लिव इन जर्मनी. हाउ मेनी वर्ब्स आर देयर? ओनली वन वर्ब, दैट इज लिव. इट इज, आपको बताया ना मैंने, जब एक ही वर्ब होती है दैट वर्क्स एज अ मेन वर्ब. यहाँ पे लिव हमारी मेन वर्ब है एंड इट इज फाइनाइट वर्ब. क्यों फाइनाइट वर्ब है? हम यहाँ पे चलो ऐसे करते हैं, आई की जगह हम ही लगाते हैं. ही, तो हम यहाँ पे लगाएंगे लिव्स. इट मीन्स इट चेंजेस अकॉर्डिंग टू टेंस. तो ही, आई लिव इन जर्मनी, तो इट इज वर्किंग एज ए मेन वर्ब एंड इट इज फाइनाइट वर्ब. नाउ कम टू द नेक्स्ट एग्जांपल. एक्ट एज नाउन्स, एडजेक्टिव्स एंड एडवर्ब्स. Finite verbs act as a main verb, while non-finite verbs act as noun or adjective or maybe adverb. देखिए, the sleeping cat is brown. यहाँ पे what is the quality of cat? Sleeping cat. What kind of cat is this? Sleeping cat. It means this word is modifying the noun cat. That's why it is working as an adjective and it is the function of non-finite verbs, isn't it? Now come to the third example. Finite verbs indicate person, number and tense. Yani through the sentence we come to know whether the subject is singular or plural. See, she was waiting in the room before he came in. In this sentence, was is according to the subject. Was को देखते हमें पता लग रहा है subject हमारा singular है. Okay? यहाँ पे अगर they होता तो हम were लगाते. Clear? It means finite verbs shows the subject is whether the subject is singular or in plural, and they are also agree according to the tense. अब यहाँ पे देखिए before he came in. Here came is showing the tense. यहाँ पे came हमारा tense show कर रहा है यानी past tense. Okay? Come, came, come. It is a second form of the verb. It is showing the past tense. Now come to the second non-finite verb. Non-finite verbs do not indicate person, number and tense. अब आपका चाहे सब्जेक्ट सिंगुलर हो, प्लूरल हो, फर्स्ट पर्सन हो, सेकंड हो, थर्ड हो, कोई भी पर्सन हो, कोई भी टेंस हो, नो इफेक्ट ऑन नॉन फाइनाइट वर्ब, दे रिमेन सेम. देखिए कैसे, she tiptoed round the house so as not to wake anyone. Here कौन सा टेंस चल रहा है हमारा, she tiptoed यानी पास्ट टेंस चल रहा है हमारा, round the house so as not to wake anyone. यहाँ पे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ा not to wake पर. यहाँ पे अगर हमारा प्रेजेंट टेंस होता she tiptoed round the house so as not to wake anyone, यानी यहाँ पे हम टेंस चाहे कुछ भी हो, any tense will be there, there will be no effect on non-finite verb. Now come to the next example. Finite verbs use as present tense and past tense. ये फाइनाइट वर्ब्स यूज होती हैं पास्ट टेंस के अकॉर्डिंग और प्रेजेंट टेंस के अकॉर्डिंग. देखिए कैसे, यू प्रॉमिस्ड मी द लास्ट टिकट. यहाँ पे प्रॉमिस शो कर रहा है पास्ट टेंस, एज ए टेंस शो होती हैं, जबकि नॉन फाइनाइट वर्ब्स यूज होती हैं एज ए इंफिनिटिव, एज ए जेरेंड एंड एज ए पार्टिसिपल. isn't it? देखिए, I struggle to understand. Here, to understand is working as an infinitive. Okay? So it means they are working as infinitive, gerund or participle, while non-finite verbs works as an used as present tense or in past tense. Now come to the next example. Finite verbs appear in dependent and independent clause. ये कभी तो डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज में भी होती है और इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉज में भी. देखिए जैसे जेन सेड दैट ही इंजॉयड पेंटिंग. यहाँ पे दो सेंटेंस है, दैट ही इंजॉयड पेंटिंग, दैट इज इंडिपेंडेंट सेंटेंस, इंजॉयड. ओके, यहाँ पे हमारी मेन वर्ब है इंजॉयड, यहाँ पे जेन सेड, यहाँ पे अगेन फाइनाइट वर्ब है बिकॉज इट इज शोइंग द सेड टेंस, पास्ट टेंस. Here again enjoyed is showing the past tense. Okay, यानी चाहे सेंटेंस हमारा डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज हो या इंडिपेंडेंट हो, वो उसमें भी होती है. While non-finite verbs only appear in participle, gerund and participle clause. ये non-finite verbs सिर्फ participle में, gerund में या फिर infinitive में होती हैं. देखिए, kids like to play on computers. यहाँ पे to play is working as an infinitive and this is the non-finite verb. It means non-finite verbs do not act as a verb. They only work as noun, adjective or adverbs. They do not indicate person, number or tense. They work as an infinitive, gerund or participle. Isn't clear? Finite and non-finite difference are clear? Okay. Let us know what is gerund. In my previous slide, I told you that non-finite verbs are of three types. First is gerund, participle and infinitive. So here I am going to teach you about gerund. What is gerund? Gerund, it works as a noun. It is also called a verbal noun. Verbal noun means it is partially works as a noun and partially works as an as a verb, okay, and it's ending in ing. These are the three qualities of a gerund, that it partially works as a noun, partially works as a verb, and it ending in ing. See this example, walking is a good exercise. Here it is walking is a gerund. Why it is gerund? Because देखिए ending in ing, ending in ing, okay. Partially a verb, walking तो आपको पता है verb होता है, walk, walked, walked, यानी verb हुआ, उसमें हमने ing लगा दिया, यानी fourth form of the verb, okay. But it is working as a noun, working as noun. Now you will ask him, ma'am, how it is working as a noun. So my dear student, you should know that noun works as in subjective case और in objective case. यानी noun हमेशा तो subjective case में काम करता है या फिर objective case में. Here walking is working as in a subjective case. यहाँ पे subject का काम कर रहा है, ठीक है. He is the doer of the verb. Walking is a good exercise. So यहाँ पे walking is the doer. A doer कौन होता है? Doer is the subject of the sentence. तो here walking में ing लग रहा है, okay. Verb है, okay. Noun है because it is working as a subjective case, okay. That's why walking is a good exercise. Here walking is an gerund. Now come to the next sentence. Stop making castle in the air. Here मेकिंग वर्ड पे आते हैं हम लोग. मेकिंग में ing है, ing gerund किस में खत्म होता है? ing, okay fine. Now making is a verb, gerund is also working as a verb, okay fine. It is a noun. So you will ask, ma'am, how we come to know that making is a noun? Yes, you are right, because आप stop में what लगाइए, put what in the main verb. Here stop is a verb, तो इसमें verb में वो लगाइए what. Stop what? Stop what? Making castle. यानी it means making castle is the noun. आप जब भी when you put what in the main verb, whatever the answer you get, that is noun, isn't it? जब भी main verb में हम what लगाते हैं, तो what the answer we get, जो answer हमें मिलता है, that is noun. तो stop what? Making. तो it means making is partial में ing है, okay. Verb है making, okay. Noun है, okay. So that's why making is a gerund, okay. Now come to the third sentence. He is fond of reading. Now see, reading word पर ing, ending in ing, okay. Verb, reading verb होता है, okay. But it is working as a noun. How you will come to know that? Because I told you that noun always works either in the subjective case or either in the objective case. अब यहाँ पे objective case है, कैसे पता लगेगा? Fond of what? Fond में what लगाइए जरा. Fond of what? Fond of reading. So it means हमारा आंसर आया reading. It means here reading is a noun and is okay. So that's why it is a gerund. अब gerund क्यों है? Because reading is a verb, partially verb, right. Reading is partially a noun, right. ing is here, ing is here. So that's why it is a gerund. Now see this note here. When ing is in the first form of the verb, keep this thing in your mind for always. That when ing in the first form of the verb, it will work either as a verb or either as a noun or either as an adjective. अगर किसी भी verb की first form में ing है तो वो काम करेगी या तो verb का, या noun का, या फिर adjective का. अब यहाँ पे just see here in this example, walking is a good exercise. You will say that, ma'am, walking is a verb. No, it is not verb. How can you say? देखिए, because sentence में there are only two verbs in a sentence. Either is the auxiliary verb or the main verb. दो verb होती हैं, auxiliary या फिर main verb. Main verb का काम क्या होता है? जो सेंटेंस में मेन होती है, जो मेन काम करती है. इसमें और तो कोई वर्ब दिखाई दे रही, हमें इज है हमारी मेन वर्ब, ओके. तो वर्ब का काम होता है जो वो हमेशा या तो ऑक्सिलरी फॉर्म में आती है या फिर मेन वर्ब जो है इसे पहले आती है. ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब्स का जो मेन वर्ब होती है या तो वो ऑक्सिलरी फॉर्म में आएगी या फिर इट विल कम बिफोर मेन वर्ब। यहाँ पे वॉकिंग इज नॉट ए वर्ब बिकॉज इसके बाद हमारी मेन वर्ब आ रही है, मेन वर्ब पहले नहीं है। यदि इज हमारा इससे पहले होता तो इट विल वर्क एज ए वर्ब, ओके। बट यहाँ पे इट इज वर्किंग एज इन सब नाउन बिकॉज इट इज इन subjective case. Is it clear? Now let us see some more examples of gerund. Let us clear gerund through some more examples. Okay. देखिए, swimming is my favorite sport. Here, swimming ing is there. It is a function of gerund. Swimming is a verb. It is a function of gerund. Swimming is a noun. Why? Because it is in subjective case. That is a function of a noun. That noun always comes as a subjective case or as in objective case. Noun या तो subjective case में आएगा या फिर objective case में. यहाँ noun it is noun because it is in subjective case. That's why it is a gerund. Now second, having to get up early would not bother me at all. Again, ing is there. Verb partially a verb, partially a noun because it is in subjective case. That's why it is a gerund. In all the example, the same is here. Okay. Now let me tell you a very shortcut technique to identify a gerund. बहुत ही shortcut technique है. Just convert the sentence into Hindi. आप sentence को हिंदी में convert कीजिए. Swimming is my favorite sport. Swimming तैरना मेरा फेवरेट स्पोर्ट है, तैरना. ना आ रहा है नाट में, तो व्हेन द gerund always answer in na, लास्ट में ना हो, दैट इज अ gerund. जब भी हमारा ये स्विमिंग, इसका अर्थ हमेशा ना में आता है. देखिए, having to get up early would not bother me at all. जल्दी उठना कभी भी मुझे बॉदर नहीं करता. जल्दी उठना, ओके. हैविंग टू गेट अप अर्ली, तो अगेन ना में. गेटिंग अप अर्ली इज ए गुड हैबिट. जल्दी उठना एक अच्छी आदत है. जल्द उठना, अगेन ing. बीइंग मैरिड विल नॉट मेक मी हैप्पी. जल्दी शादी करना मुझे खुश नहीं करेगा. जल्दी शादी करना, अगेन ना में अर्थ आ रहा है. तो इट इज अ वेरी शॉर्टकट टेक्निक टू कम आइडेंटिफाई अ gerund दैट इट ऑलवेज आंसर इन न, ओके. एंड इट इज पार्शियली अ वर्ब, पार्शियल नाउन है, या तो वो सब्जेक्टिव केस में आएगा या फिर ऑब्जेक्टिव केस में. हाउ टू कम टू नो दैट इट इज इन ऑब्जेक्टिव केस? जस्ट पुट व्हाट इन द मेन वर्ब. मेन वर्ब में आप व्हाट लगाइए, व्हाट विल बी द आंसर यू विल गेट? दैट इज डेफिनेटली अ noun. That's all from my side. I think gerund is clear to you. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.